The San Antonio Spurs have several needs that they must address this upcoming offseason as we inch closer to free agency. And one of the guys that makes a ton of sense for the San Antonio Spurs that has familiarity with Victor Wembanyama is Spurs Yabusele. Right? He is familiar with a Victor Wembanyama as they played on the French national team together. He's coming off of a very good season with the Philadelphia 76ers. However, Philadelphia cannot afford to keep him because they have several other kind of more pressing players that they have to keep and sign new contracts and all that stuff. Kelly Oubre just opted in. So he's very likely going to be the casualty that ends up being on his way out. And thus, the San Antonio Spurs could be primed and ready to sign Yabusele. Gives you a versatile, he can play the 4, play the 5, he can slot right in, gives you that floor spacing, helps with the rebounding, do a little bit of everything out there on the basketball court. There is some level of concern though, and I want to be clear about this, right? Got to keep in mind, this is a guy that spent 2 years in Boston and then was out of the league for 5 years, had an insane run in the Olympics that got him a contract in the NBA. To his credit, I love to see the working hard and getting to your destination type thing. I love that. But was this just a year? Right? We've seen plenty of guys in the NBA have really great years much better than Yabusele had, right? Is this something that he could replicate that we saw with the Sixers? Also, you got to keep in mind, Sixers are dealing with a ton of injuries and stuff. So the reason I mention that is because you got to be careful how much you sign him to. You don't want to sign him as like a $20 million player and he's really a $5 million player, right? Because he just had a really good run and the circumstances of everybody being hurt just really was in his benefit, right? So things to kind of keep in mind. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my YouTube, link in the bio.